fans, we got something special for you. We got the #1 player in all of Madden 17 playing the #1 player of all time. Skimbo's the Patriots. He's a huge fan. And he goes to Ricky Williams, the former Texas Longhorn, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 31. Quick gain of 9.
Skimbo is going to attack with these 3 wide receivers right here. That area of the field is going to be money for him throughout this game.
Goes back to Ricky Williams, but this time he's denied, loses a yard. Let's make it 2, 3rd and 3.
But when you're going up against this high-level competition, things get stingy in these short-yardage situations.
Already a big play. Quick throw, though. There's Jimmy Graham, and he picks up the first down after a big hit sticking. It's important to tell folks at home, this is what salary cap is all about.
Yes, they need to know their personnel. They need to build their team. And most importantly, you need to get it done on the sticks as well. In salary cap, you represent all aspects of the game.
And there's Rodgers. He goes to Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson, the legend, makes his first appearance out to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 44 for Skimbo. Left to the Rodgers. He throws it deep. There is Randy Moss. Straight catch, homie, down to the 4-yard line.
And it gets extremely stingy down here in the red zone.
You call it the red zone, I call it the dead zone. This is the toughest 4 yards in Madden.
He's going to throw a wheel route to Moss right here, or Graham's going to run a fade from there.
Let's go to Ricky Williams. And he leans down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. I formation. Going to try to sneak it in with the Rodgers. And he's going to take a timeout here. Tosses it outside, and Ricky Williams flies into the end zone. Skimbo strikes first. Got to be careful that you don't get these extra points blocked. It's up and it's through. Trailing by a touchdown now. His problem, he had 2 kickoff returns in the semifinals. That's what got him here, a 1-point win over Noble Joke in the semis. And he has Aaron Rodgers as well. In the shotgun, CJ Procise is going to be his featured running back, and that's where he goes. CJ with a little bit of room, and he jukes out to the 38. A little bit of play action, and it's knocked down at the line. That's that Joey Bosa I was talking about. He's a player that can just absolutely be a terror on the defensive line.
Yeah, he causes havoc, and that's a 97 overall Bosa NFL honors version.
99 being the highest rating you can meet, and there is Julio Jones.
Things get intense, Scott. Remember, this is a $100,000 game of John Madden football we're watching here.
2nd and 10. The ball is smack dab at the 50. And there's the heat, the blitz, and he had to throw it quicker than he wanted, and Procise wasn't ready for it. Big 3rd down for Problem. He's more of a defensive player than an offensive player. And there is, well, we talked about him. I can't see the future, but Joey Bosa is going to be big in this game. He was in there again.
You need to be a lot more aggressive with your play calling in John Madden football.
Biggest play of the game thus far. Rodgers throws it off his back foot. Should have been picked off, but it'll be a turnover on downs. 98 seconds left in the quarter. And he's going to use his 2nd timeout here. Rodgers swings it to the outside, and Randy Moss picks up a quick 8. But it speaks to the consistency of Problem that he's back again. And that'll be a 1st down as Ricky Williams picks up 2. There's a guy that's got a lot of consistency going for him as well. He's a guy you're always rooting for, always comes up 2nd. Could this be his night tonight, RG?
Very well could be, and he's in complete control right now. Up 7 with the ball.
Rodgers finds Randy Moss. Just a short gain to the 36.
You can't turn the ball over right now if you're Skim, because you're in field goal range. The most important thing is you get points and make this a 2-possession ball game.
Nice find for Ocho Cinco. A lot of room down to the 19.
He's going up against the greatest of all time and a defensive specialist in Problem. And he's just moving the ball consistently.
Rodgers hit as he threw, and that's his first incompletion of the game. Quick throw. And tipped around and almost picked off. So 3rd and 10 from the 19, 14 seconds before the end of the first quarter. This game is flying by. Jimmy Graham gets the first down and a little more. He's down to the 5. Coming up on our final plays of the quarter.
And Skimbo pointing to the crowd, pointing at his friends Dubby and Boogs, who helped prepare him. We saw Boogs getting ready with Mo and Kiv. Skimbo had some pretty good lab partners of his own, Scott.
And that'll be it. The clock will expire on the first quarter. First and goal at the 5.
You got to watch that fade route to Moss or to run to Ricky.
Rogers, quick throw to Moss. And you called it, partner, but he can't hang on.
Don't be surprised if he goes right back to it or he runs with Ricky right up the gut. It's either Moss on the wheel, Jimmy on the wheel, or Ricky up the gut. That's what you got to watch out for if you're problem.
Goes to the air. He's going to throw it again. And the same result. That's Jalen Ramsey from Florida State.
You see him take this defender to go run over there.
Throws it for a third time. Oh boy. And now you got to kick the field goal.
The key thing here is this is going to put Skim up 2 possessions, exactly where you want to be. He's fortunate that that ball was never intercepted off the tip as well. That's one of the risks of running that play.
He's going to bring it out with Dion. And prime time will get to the 20-yard line. It's the final. Number 1 Skimbo against number 5 Problem, considered the greatest Madden player of all time.
Look at the pocket presence, no go. And this isn't only just the finals, Scott. This is the finals of the most prestigious Madden tournament that there's ever been
right.
in the history of this game. And remember, this game's been around for over 25 years.
2nd and 11, and they go to Julio Jones, and that's a big hit from Landon Collins. The winner will see himself propel himself over $150,000 from the year.
And that's a very interesting point, Scott.
5 figures for playing Madden football. So if you're sitting at home, you're still on the couch, on the fence, so to speak. It's time to pick up the sticks and play a little bit of Madden football.
29 people over 5 figures playing Madden football.
Unbelievable.
Sign me up.
2nd and 1 from the 49. CJ Procise gets to the 47. And that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Problem.
This is a guy that has one of the toughest mentals in all of Madden competitive gaming. As you see him get on his horse right there, Coltrane, he is going to fight until the very end.
Slept in his own bed last night. There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, home field advantage.
Finds himself down 10, though. Rogers has some time in the pocket. He'll throw it. He had him wide open. That was his tight end Harris, and he blew it. You were talking about Problem's mental. What do you mean when you say mental?
The thing is, he is always confident in himself. He's never going to get frustrated, and he's constantly looking to the next play. A lot of people would be so frustrated that they're down 2 possessions that they psych themselves out. Not Problem. He's focused at the task at hand, and he's looking to get the job done, as you see on this drive.
That was a quick first down, and he's going to go with a little temp up in the hurry up. Gains him nothing. 2nd and 10. That's why they're here in the finals. We had 32 players that traveled out here to Los Angeles. We've been playing Madden for 3 weeks. Finally, we're down to 2. Ooh, he's going to use his final timeout with 2:01. And that will allow for the 2-minute warning to come into play on the next play. So he talked about that clock management. There's Skimbo right there. 3rd and 10. Problem swings it outside, and Randy Moss gets down to the 12. It's going to be 4th and 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning, and Problem will try to get some points on the board.
And you see that the kick meter was moving extremely slow right there, Scott. He has a special kicker that's an ability called focus kicker. That makes his kick meter move slower than normal, and that was smart by Problem, because when you're kicking field goals on that big stage, it could be nerve-wracking, but that focus kicker is going to help him deal with that. It could come into play later on. So
Problem finally gets on the board. A touchdown game now. And Ricky Williams trying to find a crease, makes it out to the 28. 1st and 10 for Rogers. Throws it to Moss. Man, that's quadruple coverage.
No one's better at picking up tendencies during the game than Eric Problem Wright.
So 2nd and 10 now. Has plenty of time. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Another drop. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Gotta watch Dion. He's gonna come right off that edge.
People use that Dion on the blitz because he's one of the fastest players in the game. And here he comes. And you called it, RG.
So he's kind of like one of your hot reads when you snap the ball. You need to watch Dion. Is he blitzing or is he dropping coverage? Right there, he blitz. He isn't picked up, and problems got momentum right back.
I call it the unicorn of Madden. When someone's got a punt, just never happens. And a little bit of a spin move. Make it 2. And he moves it to the 43-yard line. Play action. And it's dropped by Julio Jones. Couldn't square himself.
Yeah, they have the ability to audible pre-snap. They can hot route when you're on offense. On defense, you could shift your line. You could shift your linebackers. You could disguise your coverages. And these guys are maestros when it comes to making those type of adjustments during pre-play.
Giving out $1 million this year.
$1 million.
3rd and 6. And there is Chad Johnson. I call him Ocho Cinco.
It's ticking right now. He only has one timeout.
Got to go quick. Rodgers throws to the end zone and dropped by Randy Moss.
You do not want to turn the ball over right now.
2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz. Gets it out. And Julio will maybe gain a yard. So problems got to go quick on 3rd and 9.
Now this clock is ticking. He does not have much time.
Play action again. There's the blitz. And he's going to have to settle for a field goal.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that, how slow that. There's that focus kicker.
It's up, and it is right down Main Street. And now we got a 4-point game with 7 ticks left in the half. You kick enough field goals, and you head home.
Yeah, especially against a player like Mike Skimbo, who's known for having a high-powered offense. You got to think he's going to get it going in the second half. So if you're a problem, you can't make your living like this. Eventually, you're going to need to get into the end zone for 6. And he needs to be careful. We've seen quarterbacks fumble in this situation trying to chuck it deep, and the defense picks it up the other way.
Problem's got 4 defenders deep. He'll throw it deep. And Randy Moss will catch it, but it'll only go down to the 17-yard line. And that's how halftime will end. Just a 4-point game, and Problems got the ball to start the half. Boy, a touchdown drive here would really make things interesting.
Yeah, this is amazing. And when you see the pace that competitive gaming is growing in our country, what better game to lead that charge than John Madden football?
It's only been out for like 28 years or something like that. 2nd and 6. And Julio Jones takes it to the 39. Aaron Rodgers, 8 of 17. Just want to be careful with that ball. And I think that's what we're seeing out of both our competitors right now as Procise dives ahead to the 43.
This is more of a pace that Problem likes to play at. Low scoring, long possessions, whereas Skimbo is used to getting points in a hurry. I wonder if that's going to mess with Skim's psyche as we move forward. Oh!
Big hit by Bosa on Procise, and now a big 3rd and 2. And play action, quick throw. And there's his tight end, Harris. Takes it down to the 31-yard line, and he's going to continue.
You see the crowd getting rowdy, and Problem is known for getting big chunks of yardage in those certain short situations. That was a good example of it right there on 3rd and 2. When Skim's playing the short stuff, playing the run, you go up top, up the seam, and you get yourself a big chunk.
Well, Problem's working it, and his fans are twerking it. 2nd and inches from the 21. I formation, CJ will dot the I. Goes to a little power O. And he'll get to the 19. So 1st and 10 from the 19. Rodgers, here comes the pressure. And it's actually going to go down as a rush, a gain of 0. 2nd and 10 inside the red zone. Rodgers looks to the end zone, and there is Ocho Cinco, and Problem takes the lead.
And the crowd is going bananas. He's got his movement behind him. That's his following. Over 20,000 followers on Twitter. Look at this.
You see strafing in there, Misery. Spot me, please, some of our competitors that have stuck around for this one. This is a matchup of the ages. The #1 player in Madden 17 against the greatest all time. And Problem has the lead, so Skimbo's got to go to work. Skimbo, this is your first test. You're trailing by 3. You got the ball to start the drive at the 20-yard line after nearly 3 minutes has gone by in the third quarter. Rodgers has Randy Moss and knocked away Deion Sanders on the coverage. 2:02 to play. 2nd and 10 for Skimbo. And he's going to test him again. And Deion rises to the challenge once more.
And Problem talked about he has adjustments for Skimbo. The adjustment he made is he took Deion Sanders out of that slot and put him on the outside so he could keep up with Randy Moss in that deep ball. That's a world-class adjustment right there by the GOAT. And we got a big 4th down coming up, Coltrane.
And on 4th and 3, he's going to roll the dice.
Got to watch his back, leak out the backfield, and then the C route.
And he finds Jimmy Graham just dragging across and picks up the 1st down. Trailing by 3 here in the championship. And he's going to test him again. Randy Moss throws an interception. Deion Sanders picks off Skimbo. See the total yards. 184 for Skimbo, 190 for Problem. And Rodgers is going to be sacked for a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 coming up. Fumble the football in the pocket. Under a minute to go. And this one will fall to the turf. Incomplete. So 4th and 11. And he's going to punt this one away. Those guys have headphones on. They're listening to music and white noise to block our voices out and some of the crowd, but still has time to have a few conversations with his buddies. Still a 3-point game. Just a field goal separates these two players. And we got 30 seconds to go, and he's going to test them deep. And Demaryius Thomas on the bomb. Skimbo retakes the lead. Old school. All of a sudden, we're streaking with Skimbo.
Great adjustment by Mike Skim. That is why he is so masterful on offense.
So now the momentum is back with Skimbo. And another spin move. Here goes Deion Sanders. Will they catch him? No. Bob Felicia, touchdown Problem.
It's unbelievable. There's so few times in life where you get to see greatness. When you watch Eric Problem play John Madden football, you are just simply watching greatness. And that's why you want a Deion Sanders on your team, not just because he can get it done in coverage or on the blitz, but he is a lethal weapon in special teams.
Let's see if Ricky Williams can match it. He's bottled up at the 24.
Woo!
He knows we're on the NFL Network.
How Skim respond, though.
And Jimmy Graham takes a big hit from Harrison Smith. That might be the final play of the quarter. Back and forth these competitors go. Just when Skimbo retook the lead, Problem returns his 3rd touchdown on kickoffs in 2 games. And here we go, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 27, trailing by 3 is Michael Skimbo. And Jimmy Graham gets to the 33, and we're going to have a big 3rd and 1 incoming. Needs a big stop here. Ricky Williams, and there it is. He's going to lose yardage, and now it's 4th and 2. The play of the game thus far is now.
Here's the door, and now you got to hold it.
4th and 2. In the shotgun, Rodgers. He's going to throw to Ricky Williams. And that was a late throw, but it paid off. Problem gets the ball back. He could run out the clock, so Skimbo knows he needs to score on this drive. Looking deep for Moss, and it's caught by Moss. First and 10 from the 17 after the big grab by Moss. And let's be honest, it's Randy Moss.
He does that. We saw him do it in real life. He was overpowered in real life, and sometimes he sure as heck is overpowered in Madden.
Second and 10 from the 17. It's a field goal game. Third and 10 now.
No challenge because he needs those timeouts in the second half, Scott. It's too risky.
Third and 10. And he throws an interception. It's Kendricks. And now Problem able to be the one on the right end of that one.
Oh my goodness. And if you want to see a biblical drive, that's what Problem's going to try to put on right now, Scott. He is going to try to kill as much as this 3 minutes and 20 seconds as he can. If you skim, you gotta not let up a touchdown here and keep it one possession and get the ball back.
Both competitors with 3 timeouts off his back foot. He'll pick up the first down and more out to the 47-yard line. 2:32 till we crown a new Madden champ. Pistol formation. It goes back to precise. And this time he'll lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And let's keep in mind, no other Madden player has won more than one major Madden tournament. Problem has 4 major Madden tournaments under his belt already, and he's looking for the 5th.
You talked about it in your scouting report. A win here would cement his legacy as the greatest that ever played. And Collins able to separate the ball from Randy Moss, and here is a 4th and 10. What a huge play by Skimbo. Just 89 seconds left in this one as he punts it away, and it will find itself into the end zone. So 1st and 10 for that guy right there. Needs 80 yards for the championship. Quick pass to Jimmy Graham. He's knocked out of bounds at the 26. 2nd and 4 now. Field goal would tie it and send it into overtime. Touchdown might give him the win. And Jimmy Graham once again, this time to the 39.
These guys are going through something special right now, Scott. This is baptism through fire.
Minute to go. Skimbo. Looking deep. Thomas is there, and he pulls it in for the touchdown. And Skimbo retakes the lead. An important extra point to make it a 4-point game. And now 51 seconds left in this one, and he's going to kick it deep. And you heard Skimbo say, please don't take this to the crib. Please don't. Please don't. Whoa.
And the fact that Problem needs a touchdown changes the way Skimbo can play defense completely. You don't got to worry about field goal range. You just got to worry about protecting that end zone.
Rodgers finds Ocho Cinco. He'll use his first timeout. So 2 left, 38 seconds to go at the 43. Needs a touchdown.
And if you're Skim, that's where you want Problem completing passes in the middle of the field where the clock needs to run and he needs to waste timeouts. You don't want him getting to the sideline.
CJ breaks a tackle and Precise falls down and bounce, does get the first down, but he'll use his second timeout. Just one lonely timeout remains. So 1st and 10. Play action. There's Julio Jones and gets tackled in bounds, only gains 3, so he's got to go to a hurry-up offense here.
It's ticking. We've seen Problem get vintage in this situation before, though, Scott, in this tournament against Mo.
He's had 3 comebacks in a row. 15 seconds from what he considers his destiny. 3rd and 7. And that is a nice throw along the sidelines. Clock stops. 11 seconds left in this one. Problem finished 2nd a year ago as Stiff won the title. And that's another out route. 6 seconds and a timeout.
And this is the way a championship game should end.
Rodgers looking to the end zone. And he'll have one more play. One play, RG. One final play for Problem. Throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And Michael Skimbo is your Madden 17 champ.